Unconscious biases and assumption. Unconscious biases like ladies first. This ladies first thing. I don't think some people are trying to be gentlemen. Yeah, but I don't think some people are trying to be gentlemen because that's the only time they are gentlemen. When they are asked a question, like a group of people, they're asking a group of people a question. Because they don't know it, they'll be like, ladies first. I don't think it's not being gentlemen or something. It's not a gentleman something. You're just unconsciously doing it. You don't say it that, oh, you are scared of this thing. You just realize that, oh, ladies can go first. It's a very funny thing. It's a very funny thing that happens also. Another thing is gender biases. Because he's a boy, so you assume that yes, he should be stronger and all of that. Because he's a boy, he should be stronger. He should take in some things better than the girl. The girl might have more strength in her than the boy to take in some kind of things. All right. Another unconscious bias is age. Because this person is older, you expect the person to know more, or you expect the person to do some things in a certain way. You're not saying it, but you're already thinking it. That is one. Which other one? If you remember any other one, you can leave it in the comment section. Racial discrimination. Because this person is black, you're already assuming that this person should have some very corrupt tendencies, Because this person is white, you're expecting that this person should be calm, should have some reasonable tendencies, which might not even be reasonable at the end of the day. because this person is beautiful, you tend to be softer on this person. I learned this during the week also. You're more patient with someone that is attractive than someone that you don't find attractive. It's true. I know some people will be like, not really, they're just good. But no, we are more patient with someone that we find attractive, one, or someone that we find beautiful. My person might not be attractive, but this person is just beautiful. Or someone with a very nice tone, nice voice. You're more patient with that person than someone that you don't find attractive, someone that you don't find so beautiful. All right, you're more patient. You find yourself answering the question, even when the question is a stupid question. You want to answer. You want to continue answering because you find the person beautiful. You find the person cute. You find the person attractive. Yeah, that's the word. Generally, you find the person attractive. Those are unconscious biases. All right, and assumptions that we make because someone looks a certain way. There's this thing that happened in class one day. I was in school and the lecturer looked at me and said, "You will know the answer. Your face looks like you will know the answer." I was looking like, joker. I was looking at her and saying, this woman should be a joker. Because you've asked 10 people, I did not raise my hand, meaning I don't know it. Don't even dare. I said, please stand up and answer the question. I stood up and I answered what, I just twisted all that everyone has said. And she was like, I thought you knew it. You have a smart look, but your answer was deceptive. How would you say everything that every other person has said? Because some people look a certain way, you just feel like, oh, the person should be very brilliant. Because some people look a certain way, you feel like, oh, your handwriting should be very fine. I don't know if anybody has that kind of assumption. I have those kind of assumption. I feel like when I look at your face, oh, you should be very brilliant. Your handwriting should be very cute. For handwritings, though. The next one, I think I'll have to rush this for the sake of time. Emotional triggers and patterns. This is an unsaid thing that everyone goes through. Once you've gone through a breakup, once you've gone through, even if it's just a breakup with a partner, with someone that you supposedly love, it can change the way you see things. You can change the way you see relationships. It can change the way you relate with other people, even the opposite sex. Yeah, there are men today that guard their hearts so jealously they would rather break up with you first before you even think about it. They are not even ready to wait. I'm saying, I'm not trying to put a shade on anyone, but I'm just saying, why the staunch courage? Why coming to someone that you say you love with the hard guyness, if that's a word, if there's a word like that, the hard guy mentality, the Batman kind of mentality, nothing phases you, nothing touches you, and well, I feel like those are traumas from past experiences that you just cannot say, and you just assume that the next person is going to collect wutu. The next person is just going to collect it because every other person now is seen like that. Every other person that you're going to go into a relationship is seen like that. And you don't even want to know what this person has to offer and all of that. Emotional triggers, and emotional patterns. It may not just be a breakup. It could be a family thing. It could be what has occurred in your family. It could be that you are from an abusive home. It could be that mommy or daddy are not always around, so you took care of yourself, or you looked out for yourself growing up, and all of that. There are so many reasons why people would have unsaid things that control them, that control their actions, control their feelings, control their thoughts. All right, it could be from family, it could be from a past relationship, it could be from an experience that is not even relationship, it could be from a gathering of friends that have betrayed you. You know, there are so many instances that can cause unsaid things to control our lives, right? Family patterns also. You have people that in your family, everyone is forming staunch. Everyone is forming, I'm not emotional. Everyone is forming, I use my head. Better use your head. Everyone is forming logical. Everyone is forming reasonable. No one is behaving like they can never smile, or they can never play in this life, or they can never joke about anything. In fact, life is no joke to them. We understand, that is understandable, but then you carry it into your relationship with other people. Though these are unsaid things, and then they control us. Family background, and relationship experiences, traumas, and all of that. All right. The next one is, like I said it before, family, emotional triggers, patterns, past trauma and experiences. I've said that before. The next one is fear of judgment or rejection. In fact, fear of criticism. Some people are so scared to be criticized, and I think this is a bad thing. It's not a good thing that you're scared to be criticized, because I think that the one way to learn from your action is through criticisms as well. It may not be a constructive criticism that has been given to you, has been met out to you, you know. But it could be a harsh criticism, very harsh, very annoying, yes. But I think generally we should be able. It's not easy, so don't mind me. It's not easy, but we should be able find a way to sieve out the bad and take in the good of your sieve. All right, take the good, sieve out the bad. Some things are not very interesting to go back to. They're not very interesting to look at. They're not very interesting to hear, especially about yourself. But then sieve out the bad and take the good. What I mean is every situation has its lesson. Even if it's a bad situation, it has its lesson for you. So sieve out the bad and take the lessons that you should learn from it. Not take very bad lesson and say, oh, because he said this, my lesson that I'm taking out from here is that I'm going to avoid this person. It's possible that you can avoid some people that just talk down on you and all of that. But if someone is saying, oh, what you did is not good, what you did affected so and so. Like, I'm not saying constructive criticism, because constructive criticism will tell you what you should do that should make what you have done better. You get? Constructive criticism should tell you how to go do better, like moving forward, you know. But if it's just, this thing is not good, it affected so and so, and we did not expect you to have done something like this, this is really bad. It depends on how the criticism is coming, yes. But I feel for every bad experiences that we have, there is always a lesson to take out of it. So sieve the bad, take out the good. Just like flour or beans, sieve the bad, take out the good. Make sure you take a lesson from every bad experience. Don't just run from it. Don't just run from it, because running from it is still going to be with you. It's still going to be in your head. But once you take out the lesson from it, all right, you will forget that the bad things were there because you've sifted them out. All right. Another thing, fear of judgments. All right, the fear of judgments, because you don't want to be judged. You don't want to be judged by what you are doing, what you've done, or what you're about to do. You tend not to go or venture into things that you're supposed to venture into, because you're avoiding judgment, you're avoiding rejection. You don't want to apply for that thing because you feel like, oh, you're not worthy enough, you are not enough for this thing you want to apply for. So these also are unsaid things. You first of all question yourself. These unsaid things, they make you question yourself. You question what you can do. You question what you can become. You question, in fact, every step you make, you're questioning it because you're scared of rejection. You're scared of judgment. You're scared of criticism. You're scared of so many things. You're scared of failure. You're scared of failure. So you don't even venture into it. It's all in your head. I'm sure that there are some times where you say, oh, let me just forget about all these my fears of rejection, of judgment, failure, and all of that, and go into this thing. And then you find yourself surprised that this thing, you were accepted. In fact, you were the one they were looking for. But because the unsaid things are stronger than the things that we say, they are quite stronger. Yeah, if you have experienced most unsaid things that have held you back, you would realize that these unsaid things, these unsaid thoughts, these unsaid feelings, these things, they are stronger. And then we find ourselves not doing what we can do, what we think we can do. And not doing what you want to do, not doing what you're supposed to venture into, they make you regret later. Because when you hear stories of others, you find out that, oh, you're even more worthy than this other person that has gotten this thing. But the only difference between you and that person is that the person had courage to go for it, while you didn't have the courage to go for it.